Welcome to another Age of Empires forecasted game. We got in the color red, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, its core, and in the color yellow, playing as the Chinese, it's Valdemar. Welcome everybody, how are you doing? I'm having a little bit of a trouble with the colors today. Every time I cast someone, it's like I got into a shock state where it's like, what color is this? It's like, obviously I know the colors very well, I just don't know why they don't come to my mind. It's like a lot of those times where you are like, you want to throw a word and it's like you got like brain fart. That happens a lot when when checking the colors of the players. Look at this cheesy core going to the other side of the map to get the ship. Actually, talking about ship core opening with two scouts. Two scouts here. Looks like he won't be able to find the ship for Valdemar in his base. He already went to grab those. Look at that nice ship here. 7. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, make sure to give a like and subscribe if you want to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. I have a lot of content coming in the coming days. I plan to put every single video every day, like new matches every time, and it's very fun. It's very fun. It's been a fun journey. I've been developing a lot of skills. You know, like my main job is teaching people how to create games, so I got some experience with that, like teaching online and talking on the camera and all that stuff. But there is it's a whole different world when it comes to entertainment. You need to be very clear with what you say. So I've been like taking courses on how to speak clearly from a guy from, I don't know which part of the world he is, like Asian, and he teach you how to speak, and he teach you the fundamentals of like melody, for example, and you can have like different pitch like this when you talk about something to make your voice more interesting, something like that. And definitely very hard, very hard, especially for me because English is not my native language. Anyway, we see core already aging up with the Akron Chapel. Valdemar should be aging up pretty soon. He's playing with a civilization that he's very familiar with. He's very good with Chinese, one of his main civilizations. And well, let's see what these players will bring us to the table this time. See the Imperial Academy aging up with 1 villager. Now let's think about the position of this Barbican. Probably he's going to Song Dynasty. For sure he has like 3 villagers on gold. So definitely thinking about getting that Song Dynasty as fast as possible. As far as the Holy Roman Empire, their plan is pretty simple. Age up as soon as possible, get the relics, spam man-at-arms, and that's pretty much it. A lot of people complain about that because it's like, you know, HRE needs some changes. It's very unidimensional, like only one dimension, like that's the way you should play it and that's it. And in a way it's kind of true, but at the same time it's pretty unique because no other civilization you can play like that. And if you want to play others, I mean, if you want more variety, you also have other civilizations that offer more to the table. But I believe all of them are pretty complicated. Very complicated. Well, let's see if we're gonna have a little bit of a passive game here, or there will be some aggression from coming one of these players. Barbican going out with only 2 villagers just to get that Song Dynasty as soon as possible. Look at that. Both landmarks aging up at the same time. Beautiful structures here from the Chinese. Like, you know, I live in China, so I see this kind of buildings every time, and this, you know, this is pretty accurate. And I was very surprised because the Japanese civilization, actually, for those of you, if you live in the West, you may think like me before I went to China. It's like, oh, Chinese, Japanese, pretty much the same, right? It's like Asian, They look the same type of buildings, same type of characters, and the reality is, like, when I went to Japan, they have like their architecture is quite different. They are more westernized than China for sure. Like, I guess that's why a lot of people like to go there. Like, it's not as, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, China is a very foreigner friendly place if you want to go live or visit. It's just that the culture shock is bigger compared to Japan. If you think Japan was different, you should try China. So it's nice to see those little details into the game where the developers actually do research about how the architecture works and everything. Thinking about the 2 scouts, how many ships we have here? 14 ships for... Oh my god, that's quite a lot of ship. We see the stable opening, and Valdemar on the other side, he's opening up with Tuginus. Interesting choice here. Looks like he will try to put some pressure in his opponent. Opening up with the stable. Let's check his vision. He may have scouted he has a stable here. I don't know if he did before, but now he has. And definitely the right call to go Spearman. Look at that, directly into the base with a couple of units. He's very well known for his aggression, a very aggressive player when it comes to his playstyle, and it definitely works. It definitely works a lot. And we see Regnis Cathedral going up for core already. 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Not a bad time for aging up. You see Valdemar already walling those relics, and we see no military units or core yet to prevent this kind of delay. Meanwhile, Valdemar, he's just focusing on massing military units. I mean, the Chuginus, we see the stable here. As soon as you see a knight, the Chuginus are kind of useless. But the good thing is he has a spearman, so as soon as there are no archers here, and we see a barracks already, see some man-at-arms coming soon. As soon as there is no archers, the Chuginus should be alright. We see more walls coming in this side of the map. He knows that his opponent is gonna go for those relics. Just because, if you don't know, like, the Regnis Cathedral have extra 100% gold while they put the relics here. So it means the Holy Roman Empire benefits the most from gathering the relics. Therefore, if you get 5 of them, you're in a very good spot. But you already have 3 relics walled. Let's check this one. It's very close to Valdemar's base. I don't see the 4th one. Where's the 4th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I blind or something? I don't see the 4th one. Oh, it's because he already has it. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. You can see he already have 1 relic. I don't know where his relic. What kind of priest is this? Could be 1. Okay, so he put it in the outpost. Remember, the Holy Roman Empire gets bonuses from placing those relics in the outpost. So as soon as you have the opportunity, you can place it here. You don't need to create another monastery or something. You see Chuginus already trying to scare that man-at-arms, but he's gonna be very tanky. He has 4 range armor. No +1 range attack for Valdemar yet. Probably he's saving that gold for something else. And we see the knight already scouting here. He's gonna have a hard time finding those relics. Looks like he will get the one from Valdemar's side. Very brave from his side. That's very far, but looks like he has no choice, so he will have to go to get that relic. Valdemar already opening up with the blacksmith, indicating that he may want to stay longer time in the feudal age. And now the knight, already in Valdemar's base, didn't get a villager kill, managed to save by a little bit. Saved by the village. Crowd goes down. The good thing is... Never mind. I was gonna say the good thing is has to... He already lost the other one. Take a look at income. Actually, never mind. Valdemar is preparing to go castle already. As the blacksmith, we get those upgrades nice and fast. And looks like the first villager of the game goes to Kor's favor here. Remember, he's gonna need more than that. When it comes to villager count, Valdemar already sitting with 41 villagers just because of the Song Dynasty. The Chinese produce every 15 seconds. So it's funny how developers put this kind of details in the game when it represents the like the population that China has is like 1 billion something. It's like, okay, you must create villagers pretty fast then. Now we see the knight, more knights coming out for Kor. Now he should be pretty close to go to Imperial. Looks like his plan, because he doesn't have any army, looks like his plan is to get those relics, and look at that, he's sending his villagers to get this relic here. He knows how important this is. This is how much gold per minute you are talking about here. 159 gold per minute for each relic that he collects. So, and right now he only has one, so that's not a good position for him. And Valdemar already in Castle Age. He's gonna contest those relics. Looks like the second relic will go to Kor's favor, but apparently looks like these three are gonna be very hard for him to contest already. You see, military numbers for Valdemar are already pretty high, so it's gonna be very hard to push into those palisade walls. Like a single knight is not gonna be able to do anything here, especially against those spearmen. Crossbow already into the mix, so that knight's just going to... yeah. Okay, see the retreat at a very nice timing. More relics coming from Valdemar. Looks like it's gonna be the one close to his base first. And there you go, second monk. Now Kor aging up with the Palace of Suabia. So he will be catching up with the villager deficit he has now compared to the Song Dynasty. Looks like we're preparing to see a long game here. So let's see how these players manage to deal with the map control and how is it gonna evolve from here, because now with the Palace of Suabia, if you don't know this one is also called the Love Hotel. It's because it produced 200% faster villagers at 66% cost. So we're talking about 17 foot per villager and 7 seconds each villager. So look, it's gonna be ahead on the villagers in a matter of minutes here. Farm transition already starting from Kor. You know, this is why a lot of people think like this is very unidimensional playstyle here for the Holy Roman, and they're asking for updates on a lot of things. But that's what makes them unique, in my opinion. It's like that's your strength, because no civilization have this kind of lemma where you can just have a town center that produces villagers so fast. Oh, how many town centers? Is 3.5 town centers probably? 3 town centers in one building, so it's pretty nice. And now we see Valdemar already with the first engagement of the game. It's like he will get a villager here, but he will need more than that, because with Palace of Suabia already there, villagers are just gonna get... oh my god, look at that. Cannon emplacements are ready for this outpost. The first outpost of the game already with cannon emplacements. We see a lot of Holy Roman players doing this. It's like, I don't need army, I just need an outpost, I just need a cannon, and that's it. That's enough to scare you. Valdemar already taking the foot from the side of his base. Like Core will manage to get into a farm transition pretty soon. Now let's check on the Chinese base. Barracks. 2 barracks, 1 archery range. No nest of bees yet. There's no need for the nest of bees already. There's no military from Core at the moment. It's very funny. Like this outpost is just gonna do his job, I guess. More walls coming from Valdemar, taking control of the other half of the map. You want to put these walls little by little, just so that you can, right, gather those resources without any kind of possibility to get raided, just like this. And Core with his only knight. Looks like he will try to get one more. Like, never mind. It's like they don't pay me. They don't pay me good enough for this. Just gonna chill. Never mind. He managed to find a villager here. It looks like he won't get the villager, and that knight will go out empty-handed here. And we see archers going for a Core. Very interesting decision. You don't see this every day. Holy Roman going for archers. Because usually Holy Roman is a civilization that has the best man-at-arms, you know, the ones that did the most, that do the most amount of damage, and they're just so hard to deal with. Like, they can even deal with knights quite well. It looks like we have a race here to see who's capturing the sacred site. So no sacred site victory possibility for Valdemar. Oh, we see Valdemar already aging up. That's a pretty fast age up. Going with the spirit way. Like, definitely you don't want to fight against an imperial army. And, you know, he's taking things slowly. You know, China's a very good civilization for the late game. So the longer the game goes, the better it is for him. You have this passive gold. You have passive gathering bonuses from each dynasty. You have villager production increase. So looks like Valdemar is forcing this game to go longer. It's like, because it's very risky if you go into this base with this army. This is not an army that can really, you know, cause some damage into your opponent's economy, just because it's very static. And also you have the Palace of Suabia, so every villager you kill is gonna get replaced pretty soon. Like, I mean, you see Core already with 91 villagers ahead. 20 villagers ahead and sitting on 92 villagers, whereas the Chinese were having the villager lead before. It looks like these walls are coming out. Look at this layer of walls, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I gotta take a screenshot of that. There you go. A beautiful layer of walls coming from Valdemar. It's gonna be a maze when he gets in. It's gonna be the Horseman, the choice for Core. A unit that is very good with elite upgrades, just because they only cost a bunch of wood. Wood is a resource that you have safe inside your base, and they don't cost gold. And you know, with your opponent probably going into archers or something like that, this Horseman will do quite good. But looks like they will find the maze from Valdemar. It looks like he's gonna get inside. Yeah, there's no way this villager is gonna finish this. It reminds me of my neighbors. A nice reaction coming from Valdemar here. He sees the Horseman and actually looks like he thought that the Horsemen were going the other way probably, and then It's like, okay, this is a villager that we won't see again. I was just telling you that it reminds me of my neighbors, that they just build so fast, so fast. I have like a huge compound next to me and they're building super fast already. The building is very tall. And when I started recording these videos, like they were just laying out the foundations in the ground, and now they have a huge building there. Amazing. Amazing stuff coming. Crazy stuff happens in China. It's like our will try to enter here, but the lack of a gate doesn't allow Valdemar to push this army, and looks like he's gonna have to go back. He's gonna leave one horseman here so that the maze cannot be continued. Look at this wall, beautiful. Look at these walls, oh my god. Stone walls coming. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at that. Now more horsemen going for core. It looks like it's gonna be the choice for now. We're just gonna ignore these guys. It's like, and now you see the Imperial Palace. Look at this vision. Don't tell me you don't love it when you build this landmark and you see all this vision here. Beautiful. And in Chinese, one of my favorite civilizations to play with. I mean, my top 3 civilizations will be like the Mongols, the Chinese, and probably Japanese. Now we see more man-at-arms into the mix. Now elite man-at-arms, elite army tactics going out for core, as well as marching drills, increase the movement and speed, and also elite upgrades for the horsemen. Looks like we'll get those pagodas somewhere. There you go, one pagoda here. Remember, this will give gold, and you basically will give all the resources. Couple of pagodas here, and now you need to deal with this annoyance. We see 32 man-at-arms for core. No, these are the Chadan arms. And now no blacksmith upgrades yet for core, only a few of them. So it looks like the crossbows are gonna do a nice job. They don't have +3 range armor yet. These are very expensive upgrades. Looks like this. Do you ever upgrade the Barbican? Like, honest question, because I never done it before, and it's like you only serve me in feudal. Other than that, I'm just gonna leave you there with your default cannon placements. And the other thing I saw in the comments in our video is that Chinese already come with chemistry research, and indeed they do have chemistry research, and now we will see the elite spearman going out there. You have armor, I don't care, we have quantity over quality here. Elite spearman, one of the best units in Imperial Age, is cheap, it gets the job done, and they create really fast. We will see another pagoda coming from Valdemar at any time soon. Now the problem with these pagodas is that they are in the front, so if your opponent comes here and decides to take those down, you're gonna have a hard time. I see a keep already for Valdemar here, protecting his farm economy, and looks like more spearmen will join into the mix. Spearmen and hand cannoneers is gonna be his choice. Spearmen just don't care, you know, it's a unit that you don't feel bad for losing. But those hand cannoneers are gonna do such a good job against those man-at-arms. And because they have chemistry research already for the Chinese as a passive bonus, those hand cannoneers deal more damage compared to the rest of hand cannoneers in the game that don't have that research available yet. We see two-handed weapons going for the man-at-arms. We also see biology. Let's take a look at the opponent's base. Sitting with 11 barracks, 10 archery range, 8 stable. Something we see Core doing a lot. It has a little bit of everything and a lot. Like, you get... Look at that production. He's gonna pump units like it's a fast food restaurant. Big Mac here, Big Mac there. Take your man-at-arms, take your hand cannoneers, take your horsemen. That'd be a fast production. Meanwhile, Valdemar is sitting with only half, at least half of his production here. Right, those walls are paying off, but like the maze, it's not gonna get completed, unfortunately. It's only half this side of the map. Very interesting walls, forcing his opponent only to go through this side. No upgrades for the Barbican of the Sun. Again, I'm sure I'm not the only guy who thinks that nobody upgrades the Barbican. I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why I wouldn't do it either. Maybe I just forget about it, but I mean, I don't know. It's like you can have a cannon placement here, and if they take down this landmark, you can repair it with wood. And that's the good thing about this. Look at how tanky these man-at-arms are. We already see 3 bombards coming up from Core. Looks like this army will get cleaned up. There's a lot of hand cannoneers here for Valdemar. Definitely the right choice to deal with those units. See, hand cannoneers here for his opponent. And you see the +7 damage. Take a look at Core's vision. Still have a little bit of gold in the base. Gold is gonna be something that these players struggle if the game goes longer. Valdemar already have small gold here. Still have a little bit of gold, but remember those units, Imperial units are, and Imperial upgrades are quite expensive, so this gold may not be enough. So definitely the right choice to go to the Spearman, to not use that gold, especially because your opponent has a lot of horsemen. Now when it comes to, oh my god, look at that, he's just trying to find something and he cannot, just because there is walls everywhere here. Walls everywhere. Oh my god, look at that. Stone walls coming from this area of the map. Such... What is this? Really, it's like a maze. I never seen anything like that. And that's the beauty of it, because as a Chinese, you are very well protected in your base. Your town center is good. You have the Barbican. You have the best keeps in the game, probably. Oh my god! Since when he went like 3 TCs? Would be good. Look at that food income, 3.4k. Core not getting behind on his food economy. Actually, 3,000 per minute is quite a lot too. But look at the Chinese, it's just crazy how much food they have. Like, palace guards are gonna get through. Try to find some raids there, but remember your opponent is sitting with the Palace of Suabia, so it's gonna be, you're gonna need more than a raid to push your opponent. Looks like the Rams are mixing here. It's a lot of bombards here, a lot of things are happening. Like, those bombards will be able to deal with those Rams effectively. But the hand cannoneers doing a really good job against those man-at-arms. Now he still needs the front line. Looks like Valdemar is doing progress. Slow but steady. Now more Rams mixing from Core's side also. Also from Valdemar. It's like bot players sitting in this choke point just because Valdemar forced the fight. Looks like Core is trying to break through here, but look at this. Now I think we're gonna see the Great Wall Gatehouse coming out here. More rams coming into the base. Is he trying to build it? Looks like it is. Looks like he will try to build the Gate Wall house. Or maybe not. It's just only one villager. Rams are already in the base, but looks like it's not gonna be enough of them. It looks like this villager is gonna push. It's just gonna build. They build so fast, the stone walls. And now Valdemar pushing with the hand cannoneers. Doing a beautiful work, forcing his opponent to only one choke point. He cannot go any other place. Emergency repairs coming up for this outpost, so it's gonna live a little bit longer. Now Valdemar has enough for a keep and also core, so I wouldn't be surprised if any one of those players throws a keep into the middle just to secure this area. And now we see Culverins going out for core. But there is a lack of siege coming from Valdemar. He's just in the no siege challenge. We're gonna use we're just gonna use guns here, and look at that. A keep goes into, look, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. How much production there is here. Let's take a look. 17 barracks. Oh my god. That's a lot. That's a lot. And now with this keep here, it's gonna... we're gonna have an issue when it comes to getting your units out. They will go out and the keep will just melt them. We see more rams coming here. Beautiful wall coming from Valdemar. Nice and quick reaction here, forcing the ram to go the other way. But in the last minutes, he managed to get inside. But looks like these villagers are gonna be able to deal with it quite easy. Meanwhile, more raids inside of Core's base. A keep desperately trying to get up just to protect his farm economy. It's having a little bit of a trouble when it comes to food. Looks like Valdemar pushing here. Look at that beautiful defense. I don't think I have ever seen anything like this. Crazy game we have here. Core trading on the side. Look at that. His market already here. Now he's massing his units here, but the problem is the moment these man-at-arms arrive to those hand cannoneers, they're just not gonna do... there are not gonna be many man-at-arms, so you're gonna need way more than that. I feel like a Magonel or two could save his situation. More units coming for Core here in the choke point, and looks like his barracks are gonna be the thing that actually works against him, just because he creates those choke points where his units cannot just go and deal with Valdemar's units anymore. And we see the rams slow but steady pushing into Core's base. The raid continues here, but looks like the keep is gonna be able to deal with those. The problem is Core is gonna send his units here, and now look at this. So much production. It's going down here. More rams coming for Valdemar. That's what I see about it. He didn't even research the mining, the mining upgrade all this time. Slow but steady, pushing into his base. And the problem is the gold at this point in the game. It's only 1 gold here, I believe. All the gold is finished. Valdemar already sitting with three relics, 2 relics, sorry, and she has 2 pagodas, so be pretty fine. Stone walls coming from this side of the map to protect the last little bit of gold that he has. He's doing a very good job protecting his army. Those hand cannoneers have paid off so much. And looks like slow but steady. He keep pushing into cores. We look at this base, it's like, oh my god. What is this? This is crazy. This is crazy. Now the rams are just gonna be everywhere. Getting the production buildings down. More outposts going for Valdemar to give him vision. Look at his vision, he sees everything here. He don't even care about the Imperial Palace, like, they have outposts everywhere. Look at that. And looks like Hor will need more units. He has too many villagers. He needs a bigger army to deal with Valdemar's. Already sitting with 59 militaries. And we see the Magonel for Hor. Somewhere in this map. There is the Magonel. If there's something that can change Hor's situation, it can be a Magonel. Magonel gets a decent shot, but you need more than one, and there you go. 2 more Magonels joining the party here. Gonna deal with Valdemar's army, but looks like the Palace Guards will be able to manage to take the Magonels down. And if those Magonels go down, it's gonna be very hard for Core to defend his position already. He already invests so much into these rams, sorry, into these Magonels. And look at this. Look at his production. He's slow but steady, decreasing the number of production buildings he has. Valdemar keep pushing with outposts here to have vision on everything. These traders now are gonna get exposed here because the trade it's on this area of the map, so if they go to this area they're just gonna get killed. Now let's see how many traders he has. Only 3 traders. Only 3 traders. Oh my god. That's not good. That's for sure that's not enough gold. It looks like this Magonel just gonna go down even before attacking. Beautiful push coming here from Valdemar. He's already next to the Regnis Cathedral. This has been a slow and painful death for Core. And now the Palace Guards are gonna get into the farms. So his food economy is just gonna be stopped for a while. Meaning even less army coming from Core, and he taps out and Valdemar wins this match with a beautiful strategy coming from Chinese. Wonderful defense coming from all this map.